I call this May 17th meeting of the Paducah Planning and Zoning Commission to order, and I ask that you stand with us as we say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Mr. Summer, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Benberry?
Here.
Commissioner Bradford? Commissioner Morrison?
Here.
Commissioner Pollard?
Here.
Commissioner Shramky? Commissioner Wade?
Here.
Chair Casillas?
Here. Mr. Wade, you have the minutes motion, please.
I move that the reading of the minutes for April 19th, 2021 be waived and the minutes of said meeting as prepared by staff be approved as written.
Second.
Second by Benberry. Are there any corrections, comments? Call the roll, please.
Commissioner Wade?
Aye.
Commissioner Benberry?
Aye.
Commissioner Morrison?
Aye.
Commissioner Pollard?
Aye.
Chair Casillas?
Aye. Mr. Morrison, you have our first item of business, please.
Yes, ma'am. I move that this commission receive and file the application of the Paducah-McCracken County Industrial Development Authority for the proposed re-subdivision of property located at 5501 Commerce Drive. I further move that the requested waiver of the public hearing and the dedication of streets be given and approval of the submitted plat be granted.
Second.
Second by Benberry.
I would like to point out there's been one slight modification since what you all have in front of you. The city engineer department said that we do not need a side setback line against the basin area, so we have removed that.
Are there any questions or comments? Call the roll, please.
Commissioner Morrison?
Aye.
Commissioner Pollard?
Aye.
Commissioner Wade?
Aye.
Commissioner Benberry?
Aye.
Chair Casillas?
Aye. Ms. Pollard, you have our second item of business, please.
I move that this commission receive and file the application of Patricia Herring for the proposed re-subdivision of property located at 801 through 821 Campbell Street. I further move that the requested waiver of the public hearing and the dedication of streets be given and approval of the submitted plat be granted.
Second.
Second by Morrison.
Most of y'all should be familiar with this property. This is where the pork peddler was. It's now, I think, Big Ed's Barbecue, or Big Ed's anyway.
Big Ed's.
What we're doing is cleaning up some interior lot lines. There was some lot lines that had been established previously just by deed. It had never been established by plat, and we're abolishing those. They actually go through the existing building where the restaurant is. And we're dividing this, or keeping this in two tracks, Track A and Track B. And we are dedicating a triangular area down at the intersection that meets with the city engineer's request.
Staff, excuse me, staff did have one comment for the ingress egress easement to remain on lot 205, and I believe that note's been added, Mr. Toshner.
Yes.
Are there any other questions, comments? Call the roll, please.
Commissioner Pollard,
Aye.
Commissioner Wade,
Aye.
Commissioner Benberry,
Aye.
Commissioner Morrison,
Aye.
Chair Cresilius.
Aye. Our third item of business has been pulled from the agenda tonight. So, Mr. Benberry, you have our fourth item of business, please.
Yes, ma'am. I move that this commission receive and file the application of Heartland Janitorial Supplies LLC for the proposed re-subdivision of property located at 5540 Carroll Road.
Second. Sorry.
I further move that the requested waiver of the public hearing and the dedication of streets be given and approval of the submitted plat be granted.
Second.
Second by Pollard. Thank you.
You have had this plat before.
Yes.
You might recognize it. So just for this particular case, we are shrinking track 1, which is the residential lot. We're changing it where it'd be a little bit over 1.5 acres. And the rest of the big track will be for the large industrial, which this is Kim Station is a group that it's a cleaning group, and they wanted that part up front to be with their actually their commercial part down at the bottom. This was annexed in obviously several months ago. One of the partners lives in the house out front, and he didn't want that much ground anyway, so they're a cleaning supply company, and they want to keep the front part as well with the back part for their commercial. So we're just abolishing the original lines we had and then creating that one on the east side.
Will we see this zoning change on that new tract?
I don't think so.
They'll,
Not unless they want us to.
okay.
We're going to just keep it that
Didn't know
way.
how far they were going to take the cleanup.
Do I know how far they're taking the?
I was just wondering how far they were, since they're cleaning up the lot lines.
We're
how they
doing a
want it.
site plan on it right now, but I haven't
Okay.
seen it. Josh may have.
No.
Okay, it hadn't been submitted.
And either way's fine. Didn't know.
Okay. It's going to be in the back, but I mean, they wanted to keep that probably for maybe an extra driveway or something like
Right.
that.
Right. Extra access if they had bigger
right.
trucks or whatever.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Staff did have one comment to add the most recent plat, which would have been plat book M something for the tracks. I'm assuming that got put on there, Mike.
Okay.
Are there any other questions or comments? Call the roll, please.
Commissioner Benberry,
Yes. Aye.
Commissioner Morrison,
Aye.
Commissioner Pollard,
Aye.
Commissioner Wade,
Aye.
Chair Cresilius.
Aye. That concludes our items on the agenda tonight. If there's no other business, we stand adjourned. Our next meeting is June the 7th, and we are adjourned at 5:38.